Hello everybody, Minleaf here, and we're going to start with our Here People Sows S stages showcase. Let's begin with HS-S-1 crop repository. On challenge mode, some of the farmland starts blighted and it's a big pain. Hold on, let me actually show you guys the map. So on normal mode, only this patch here is blighted, and then on challenge mode, this patch is also blighted. So it's super annoying. What do we need to do? I'm going to be using this team right here with 3 6 stars. Is that the best lane I have? Okay, it's alright. Yeah, so for my 6 stars, I'm going to be using Blaze for lane holding, Surta to kill off one annoying ass artillery enemy, and because she can be, you know, heli drop. And then also Lin here to absorb all the drones. Then for the rest of the team will be Myrtle for DP, Gravel for bait, Whisper Rain for the extra heal, Nurl here to stall. Nurl and Korra are here as backup or to stall. Paprika and Paprika and Spectre will be my main DPS. AoE DPS, and then we have our healers, Sasuro burst healing, Telopsis for the AoE healing, and then click for the arts damage. This stage is a little bit annoying because you can see at the very beginning there's this one annoying artillery enemy with all the blight here, by the way, and then all of these drones will be active. What we can do is just deploy Gravel to sacrifice her. All the drones will be baited. Drop down Lin, and then as soon as Lin's ready, I'm just going to activate her. And Lin's job is to kill off this artillery enemy and the pole. But as soon as the artillery enemy is dead, I will deploy my motor here to start gaining DP. And then DP. Okay, done. I can just deactivate Lin's skill, deploy my medic here. It looks like she's going to be very close, but surprisingly these drones won't go and attack Sasuro. Okay, and then you don't have to I'm not going to activate the skill, there's no need to. Just gonna let Lin absorb all the little annoying enemies, the little shits here. Okay, Whisper Rain on this tower facing down. Telopsis on this tower facing up. Now I'm just gonna save DP for my AoE guards. So Spectre on this tower facing right. And then activate Myrtle again for the DP, and then Paprika facing down. Paprika is surprisingly reliable. I still use her even though she's a 3 star. Okay, getting ready. This enemy is visible, and I'm going to use my Spectre. Go Spectre, you can do it. Activate Myrtle. Actually, at this point I don't need Myrtle anymore. I can retreat her. I'm going to deploy my Gravel for blocking just in case. They start leaking through, which they will, because again, Paprika is good, but she doesn't have enough damage. I'm just going to use Paprika now. Paprika skill, and I can retreat Gravel because Paprika is enough. She's blocking enough enemies. Okay, just going to keep waiting for Lin. Good old Lin. She's good. She can honestly just tank all of these drones forever. Okay. Just gonna wait. Okay, that enemy is visible for Spectre to go. Deploy Gravel just in case of blocking. Paprika's skill has cycle. I did not expect Paprika's skill to cycle so well though. That's kind of funny to think about. That's pretty impressive actually. Okay, Gravel is done. Now I'm gonna actually activate the Telopsis' skill because the blight buildup is pretty serious. Okay, this artillery enemy has spawned. I'm gonna deploy Surta, activate Lin, and then just hold on, come on, Surta, come on, 5. There you go. And as soon as it's dead, just retreat Surta and then deploy Click here because I need Click to kill off this annoying tanky ass enemy. That enemy is super tanky. That enemy has 1200 defense on EX stages. Yeah, so and then because this is a challenge mode, the enemy will have an additional I think 20% stats. Yeah, 20% stats, which is really tanky. Okay, all the enemies on the right hand side are killed, so I can retreat all of the operators here, actually. Retreat them, and then just use Nurl to tank this artillery enemy. Nurl or Korra. Actually, Korra will be fine too. Korra is even better because Korra's defense is really high. Okay, as soon as this thing enters Click's range, I'm just gonna use Click to clickety-clackety destroy this guy. And then as soon as this enemy is defeated, it's okay. I can deploy Surta here to finish off this artillery enemy. Korra, as you see, I did not use Korra at all, but Korra, like I said, it's just emergency. a few times when I wasn't paying attention, the operators here will die, and I use Korra to block here. But obviously I did not use Korra here.
The doctor's tactics are flawless.
And that's it for challenge mode HS-S-1. Of course, you can use this on normal mode as well. So that's it for HS-S-1. Alright guys, time to clear HS-S-2 Garden Workshop. On challenge mode, you will have less throttle valves, so you need to be very strategic with how you place your throttle valves, and the team I'm going to be using is surprisingly expensive. And this was actually quite difficult because it took me a few tries to get all the timing down, all the DP down, etc, etc. So this is the team we're going to be using. I'm going to use Nightingale. If you have the module, it's better, I think, because module has... what does the module actually give? I don't know. But module, I guess, is nice for the extra stats. Oops, not Warframe, Nightingale. Then the rest of my team would be 3-6 stars, Aya on S2, Aya S2, Blaze, Mountain, S2, S2, and then Korra is for tanking, Myrtle, Scavenger, and Texas are for DP because the DP is surprisingly tight using this team. And then 2 medics. Yeah, 2 medics is fine, and I'm going to bring in Surtur. You can bring in anyone with high burst damage. If you have Silver Ash, use Silver Ash. If you have, I don't know, maybe KOB S2, you can use KOB S2. I'm not going to... I will prove to you guys that Surtur is actually not necessary. Surtur is just to speed things up because, you know, I don't want to be here all day. I don't think you guys want to be here all day anyway, so first things first, 2 Vanguards, Myrtle, and then Scavenger down to quickly generate DP. I really recommend everyone has an M3, S1 M3 Myrtle because that M3 really makes a difference sometimes. Anyway, Scavenger activate her skill, then Texas here. Then start deploying deploy your DPS first, like Aya, S2. Then start deploying the throttle valves on this tile. On this tile. And then activate Texas for the DP. Activate Myrtle as well. Throttle valve here. Sasuro here as my medic. Sasuro and Gaviel are the 2 medics, but Gaviel is sort of optional. Okay, last throttle valve here for the time being on this tile. Okay, so Aya should be able to take care of this first annoying enemy, but okay, so the DP will be a bit tight. What I need to do is to activate Scavenger, retreat Scavenger, deploy Blaze, retreat Texas, deploy Mountain, and then deploy Korra or any defender. It's better if you have a 4-block defender, maybe Hoshiguma with the module, Matterhorn with the module. It will be much better then. Okay, so hopefully Mountain doesn't leak here. Just in time, I think. Okay, good. Yeah, you can see the timing and the DP requirements can be really quite, what's it called, tight. And if you're not careful, you might mess up. Or if your Vanguards are not high level enough, you might mess things up. Okay, so the bunch of rats just came out. Okay, pay attention because a bunch of rats just came out to attack Mountain, but Mountain is fine. Because later we need to save this last throttle valve up here. We need to deploy it here to protect Mountain. And I'll show you why. Okay, these annoying enemies are out. Okay, the rats are... Okay, another batch of rats are out, so don't deploy the throttle valve yet. When these 2 enemies come out, these 2 artillery enemies come out, you can actually immediately use Nightingale's skill because it can last long enough. Okay, now that the rats are gone, the rats are all killed by Mountain. Deploy the throttle valve here. Why? Remember that when it comes to these enemies, if they are on the blighted tiles, they will deal arts damage and Mountain cannot survive. I tried it many times, Mountain cannot survive even if he's max level. So what we need to do is to deploy the throttle valves, deploy these throttle valves here, so that they are on the throttle valve, it doesn't count as blighted, so they won't do arts damage, and then Mountain can easily take care of them. They'll do like very little damage. Okay, same logic. This is why we also have a throttle valve here, because these enemies on the throttle valve won't do arts damage. They see, they only do physical damage, and the physical damage is so dog shit. These artillery enemies are only scary when they're on the arts tiles. Anyway, gonna deploy Gaviel here for extra healing if you need. You can actually retreat everyone else. And I will show you why I want to bring in Surtur, because technically if you leave your Aya or you leave your AoE caster here, they can slowly kill all these enemies, but this is going to take a long time. I would rather do this instead. Don't retreat Nightingale, almost retreated it. Okay, then just gonna use Surtur, just Surtur it. Just Surtur it. Like I said, Surtur is just... I'm using Surtur to speed things up, that is all. As you saw earlier, I could have cleared it without using Surtur at all. It just would have taken a very long and annoying time. Okay, mission accomplished. HS-S-2 Garden Workshop. I would rate this quite a little bit challenging because you need to know where to deploy your throttle valves, and you need to know what kind of operators you need, and you need to also be able to defend all 3 lanes. Yeah, so if you have 3 very strong lane holders, Blaze, Mountain, Thorns, I think Mountain is better than Thorns here. Mountain, and then you saw that one as well, a defender plus powerful caster would work. But yeah, that's it for HS-S-2. Alright guys, time to clear HS-S-3 monitoring station on challenge mode. More enemies will appear. This stage was somewhat tricky, at least for me, and I had to bust up quite a number of 6 stars because I actually don't have any better, lane holders. So this is the team I was able to use. I don't know, maybe would Link work? I'm not certain. But this is the team I was able to use, which is one Texas Altar, Thorns, Blaze, Moina, and Mountain as my 6 stars. And then I have Myrtle and Fang as my vanguards for DP. Telopsis or I think any AoE medic will work, and then single target burst medic, Sasuro, I think even Pure Stream can work, and Gravel for bait. Oh yeah, and also bring Korra or Defender with 4 block, maybe someone stronger like Hoshiguma or Nien. I'm surprised Nien doesn't get an extra trust farm. Anyway, I'm gonna wait for 13 DP first, and then immediately deploy Myrtle, and then deploy Gravel. Gravel, like I said, I deploy after Myrtle is because I use her as bait. Okay, gonna use get Myrtle to generate DP. Gravel's dead, no worries. That's exactly why I brought Gravel. That's the only reason I brought Gravel. Now I can deploy Mountain safely, and then Texas Altar as well, facing up. Activate Mountain S2, and then put a pump here to start cleaning out this place. Okay, as soon as Texas has done the job, I can retreat her. I will deploy my Sasuro here, a Medic here. And then now I just need to wait for Texas to be ready again. Okay, Texas is ready. This time I'm gonna face her to the right because this one will get killed by the swords. And as soon as Texas has killed both of these 2 annoying artillery enemies down here, I can retreat her. Deploy Moina. Deploy Blaze. Now Moina has a taunt effect. So all these artillery enemies, no matter where they are, unless they're being blocked, will all hit Moina. Okay, gonna deploy another pumping station here. I'm actually going to wait for Moina to gain maximum HP, so maximum attack. I don't need to use Texas Altar now. I'm going to wait for Moina's max HP. Also, I want the pumping station here, facing down. Okay, you can see the rats are spawning here. To take care of the rats, you can actually use an AoE caster, chain caster, but I'm going to use Thorns instead, because Thorns has, I think, higher attack overall. Okay, Moina is ready. Immediately use him to swing, and then kill off all the enemies here. All these super annoying enemies up there. Deploy Telopsis facing to the right. The module is not necessary for that extra tile. I'm gonna retreat Myrtle at this point and not deploy anyone for the time being. Just hold on. Actually, I didn't even need to use Fang. Yeah, because the amount of DP is more than enough. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wait for this cow to enter Blaze's range, and then only I deploy Korra. So Blaze is being protected by Korra, but she can also damage this cow. I'm not gonna deploy Texas Altar yet. I'm gonna hold on, not gonna activate Moina's skill either, just wait. Okay, the first of these annoying artillery enemies are out. I'm gonna deploy Texas Altar, and she should kill off this enemy completely. Okay, retreat. That's it. Now I'm just gonna wait for these enemies to enter Moina's range to be blocked by Mountain, and then I can immediately use Moina's attack. Okay, the big field moves is out. Unfortunately, this is not the field moves that spawns anything, so it's kind of annoying and useless. It's just there to take up T-block. So what I'm gonna do is I just want to knock its health down a bit using Texas Altar, that's all. Can't kill it in one cycle, impossible. These things are just so damn tanky, I don't know why. Okay, these artillery enemies are out again. Time to spawn Texas Altar, stun, and should be able to kill within one skill cycle. If not, that's perfectly fine. Retreat Texas Altar. I don't think you can actually kill within one cycle. They're just a bit too tanky. Okay, just keep holding on. Just be a little bit patient. I think Texas Altar is almost ready. Wait for the cow to move away. I'm gonna wait for the cow to move away so that this Texas Altar is not blocking. Up there, the healing pressure is a bit high, so I'm gonna activate Sasuro. I'm gonna keep waiting for Moina to 1155. Okay, 1155 max attack on Moina. And I'm also gonna activate Korra's skill for the extra block. Okay, Texas' skill is over. Retreat her. Blaze will be able to chop down everyone slowly but surely. This is why I needed 2 pumps here, because a lot of the enemies will actually die here and a lot of blight. Okay, Texas is ready again. At this point, I'm just cycling through Texas for as much damage as possible. Okay, Texas is out of range. Can retreat her, no point. Okay, this enemy is coming again. I might have to... no, I don't have to activate Moina's skill at all, thankfully. Okay, what's gonna happen is that I'm not gonna wait this time because this rat here is going to go down and then destroy this valve. I don't want that to happen, so I'm just gonna activate this Moina skill. Okay, he still did hit the valve, but it wasn't that bad. Okay, the cow has actually revived. I'm going to deploy Texas on this tile instead so I can reach all the enemies that were being blocked. Okay, that's it. And now this cow is the last enemy alive. Can retreat all of my operators here, don't need them anymore. And now I just have to wait. So maybe if you want, I don't know, maybe bring another DPS, maybe Surtur, maybe Silver Ash. I'm just gonna try and cycle with Texas Altar. Maybe, I mean, if you're lucky enough to have both Texas Altar and Yato Altar, I don't, I have neither. That could probably speed things up. Yeah, this stage is, I would say, rather challenging if you don't have very good lane holders, because you need to lane hold both sides because of how they spawn. I don't know, maybe, like I said, maybe Link can work. Link with the module. Is this thing almost dead? I think it's almost dead. Okay, it's dead. Nice. Yeah, maybe Link with the module with the dragons could work, because she can spawn all her dragons everywhere and block all the enemies at once. But at the same time, there are also those annoying. But at the same time, they will recover HP from the clean water. But those enemies are very. There are 4 of them at the very beginning. On the normal mode, there are only 2. Yeah, so there are only 2. 1 here, so don't have to worry too much. But on challenge mode, there are 4. But if not, as you can see, a lot of damage is needed. A lot of damage and a lot of blocking and survival. But yeah, that's it for HS-S-3. Alright, time to clear HS-S-4 on challenge mode. On challenge mode, the Slumbering of Sui's Blight threshold for its spear attack on phase 2 is lowered. So you know, when it's in the dragon form and not this disgusting form, it has an attack where it will absorb the blight and then throw a spear at one of your operators. But so this time the threshold, that means it can actually throw its spear in a not so dirty field now. Anyway, I'm gonna borrow Kirin Yato. This is the team that I was able to use: Flagpipe Startup, Texas, Sasuro, any strong burst medic, Moina, KOB, Blaze and Mountain for lane holding, Saria to heal Mountain, Hoshiguma as a tank, Texas for extra DP as well. The reason why I'm using Kirin Yato instead of Texas Altar is because I'll show you guys that there's a tile. I don't know why. Okay, so if I spawn my Texas Altar here and there's an enemy here, there's a chance that the enemy will blight this area, which I don't want. We want to keep this area clean, okay? So we're going to basically concentrate all our fighting on this tile and this tile. This area. Okay, drop down my Mortal and Texas. Then I can drop down Blaze when I have enough DP. Actually, I should have deployed my Sasuro first, then Blaze, but it's fine, because the range enemies aren't going to reach Sasuro. Okay, gonna deploy my Mountain on this tile. Get DP and then deploy my first water pump here, facing left. Like I said, we want to make sure this is clean, because we're going to use the water here to clean this area and this area. Okay, next water pump down here. Okay, deploy Saria on this tile. Saria will focus on healing Mountain. Next, oh god, next water pump here. Again, we want to clean. Again, we want to make sure this area is completely clean so that we can wash this area and this area. Okay, time to get some DP for Myrtle. Moina. KOB on this tile, facing up. I don't want to put KOB here because she'll deal too much damage to the boss. Oh, I completely forgot to switch Mountain. Don't do that. Don't be like me. Anyway, Texas, I think, has more or less served her purpose. Let's get some DP from them. Okay, Texas as well. Retreat Texas and deploy Hoshiguma here on this tile facing, yeah, face right, sure. Okay, so the timing that I found that works for my KOB is when the boss enters her range again. So right now you see the boss will do one circle, and then here, at the end of the circle, he will enter KOB's range. Okay, these cows are very annoying. Oh, I forgot to retreat motor. Okay, now what I need to do is use Kirin Yato to lower this cow's health, as well as over here. Yeah, you see, this thing does so much damage. I don't know why. I know this is challenge mode, but this thing seriously does a lot of damage. Okay, I'm gonna deploy Bagpipe here. Bagpipe S3 simply to knock out the enemy's HP. Okay, this boss is within KOB's range. I'm gonna use a skill. All these enemies have spawned. This is why I want to use Moina. Moina will basically clear all of them easily. Okay, Bagpipe skill is almost over. Okay, it's over. Just gonna drop down Kirin Yato to take care of this cow. Done. Retreat Yato. And okay, so the boss should die in this area because of KOB. Okay, I think so. Come on. Yes, very good. This is the best situation. The boss dies here in clean water, so that when the boss revives, he won't be able to use the spear no matter what. Okay. Now we just need to survive this wave of enemies. These enemies are super easy. Maybe not this fat guy though, because this fat guy does a lot of damage and is super tanky. Thankfully his arts resistance is non-existent, so he just used Kirin Yato. Little bit of damage. Okay, boss has revived. Time to activate the Sasuro burst, and then KOB. Oh, Moina actually died. It's okay. Yeah, this boss actually, I don't know why, but even I don't remember the phase 2 boss doing this much damage on challenge on a normal and EX stages. I don't know why. What happened to this boss? But it's okay. You see, KOB is able to kill this boss. Very easy. Moina died, unfortunately. Okay, you might be wondering, what if my KOB is not strong enough? What if KOB doesn't kill the boss, or your boss killer doesn't kill the boss here? Well, it's okay, because the boss will go here to this side, idle a bit, and then come back again. So by that time, there should be enough time to redeploy any units that died. Maybe your tank died, Hoshiguma wasn't lucky, she died. KOB died, my Moina died. Okay, just make sure the right hand side is safe as well. Kirin Yato. Okay. Don't worry about, also by the way, don't worry about these flying rods. If you want to use the Lin, you can, but there's really no need to. You can put Lin here, I think. The Lin will be able to take 2 of these. Yeah, but there's really no need to. Most of the time, they will either go to Moina or they will be killed by the caster here. Okay, come on, Yato. Alright, wonderful. Yato cleared out those enemies. Yeah, I don't know why, but challenge mode is just so annoying because all the enemies have plus 20% stats. It's not enough that a challenge is difficult. Okay, KOB died, never mind. If your caster or KOB died, it's okay. Okay, I'm just gonna keep using Yato to, you know, chip down these enemies. Mountain is here to pick up all these little trash mobs, but this thing is super annoying. Okay, you're gonna rush down again. Okay, retreat. Maybe I should have brought Surtur as my extra unit. Surtur would have killed a lot of these enemies very quickly. But it's okay, Kirin Yato is fine. Nice. I said you can use Texas. You can probably use Texas Alter, but Kirin Yato is just a lot more reliable. Again, I don't know why. What the hell is up with the Blight? Sometimes, maybe it's because it's in the top half or something. I don't know. Anyway, Moina just clean up these enemies. They're very weak. And that's it. Mission accomplished for this S stage. Yeah, I'm not going to do a. I'm thinking of not doing the mixed squad rarity for certain stages in the future, especially if there are S stages, because S stages are just so damn difficult. I don't quite have the time, unfortunately, or the brain power. Like I say, you could probably do something funny here. You could probably do stalling, though the boss is hit so hard. I'm not sure if stalling could actually work with Moina. Maybe you can use Typhon. Typhon, I don't know. I haven't tried out. Perhaps I need to experiment with different units as well. But anyway, this is it for HS-S-4 Cultivation Lab on Challenge Mode. Remember, for all of the S stages, you can use the same strategy for the normal stage as well. and see you all for the MO stage. Bye bye.